Everyone, my name is Chitra Goswami and this video is for the summary of lesson number 219 and the name of the lesson is revision. For this part of the lesson, you will use the time to revise any previously covered topics that your students require more practice in. And the next part of the lesson is personal reputation. The objective of this lesson is that students will grasp the concept of personal reputation and its relevance in various aspects of life. For the first step, you are going to make a T chart on the board. You will ask a volunteer to draw two people on the board and you will say that the picture on the left is a hero and the picture on the right is a villain. You will ask students to give each a name and you will write the decided name on the top of both the pictures. For the second step, you will tell students to think about the characteristics or personality traits that they think make someone a hero or characteristics of personality traits that make someone a villain for vocabulary practice. And you will give students 10 seconds to go to the whiteboard and write the personality trait. And you will make sure that everyone gets a turn one at a time, and once everyone writes a trait, you will have a discussion on why a certain trait makes someone a hero. And you will share that we all have positive and negative traits, but we can choose actions that will make us a trustworthy person. For the third step, working in pairs, you will ask the students to think about two well-known brands of the same product. For example, clothing, mobile, cars. And what qualities or features do they associate with each brand and how does each brand differ? After a brief discussion, you are going to ask 2 or 3 students to share their ideas about different products and brands with the rest of the class, and you will explain that this is brand reputation. By now, students would have understood about the brand, and you will ask the students about anyone they know who has a personal brand such as a famous influencer, celebrity, or etc. And now for vocabulary practice, you are going to ask 3 questions from the students. The first question is, how would you describe that person's reputation? The second question is, do they publish anything online or repeatedly do something in their real life which has helped shape your view of them? And the third question is, have you read anything which has damaged what people think of them? For the fourth step, you will break the students into groups of 3 to 5 and you will ask them to discuss the scenarios 1 to 3 from the SRB for 10 minutes. And you will move around the class as required. After all the groups have discussed the first 3 scenarios, you will shuffle the groups and ask the new groups to discuss the remaining scenarios. For vocabulary practice, you will ask students how their day-to-day actions affect their reputation among people who know them. And you are going to accept all answers. You will ask them how they can control negative traits like gossiping and others as written on the whiteboard for picture 2. And after students share their thoughts, you can share that to overcome these habits, you always ask yourself how would this look published in media, and you will start gaining control over these behaviors. You will share that a positive reputation can do wonders for you. Your employers will begin to consider you reliable and honest. Your colleagues will trust you. You will get better opportunities at work and you will live a happy life and respectful life. For the fifth step in part B of their SRBs, you will ask students to write down at least 5 ways that they can build a strong reputation for doing good. And if time permits, you can write down each student's 5th item on the board. You will conclude the lesson with the following thought that a reputation is built by doing something over and over. If you do what is right over and over, you build a reputation for doing good. And if you do what is not right over and over, you build a reputation for doing what is wrong. For the 6th step, you will ask the students to log in into their Duolingo account and you will let the students begin their Duolingo practice. Lastly, you are going to acknowledge the students for what they did well during the session and you will conduct the pledge. Thank you so much.